popular Nollywood actress Halima Abubakar has cried out for financial help over struggles to make ends meet. The actress, in a disturbing video on her Instagram page on Tuesday, appeared pale and visibly unwell. Halima, who looked ill and frail, solicited financial assistance from her followers. Speaking about her struggles following her suspension from Nollywood, she accused her colleagues and her best friend of betraying her. People are confused about what is happening. I'm not feeling fine up till now. I'm just good at being strong. I'm just pretending as if I'm okay. This is the real me because every day you see me post pictures with a TikTok filter, but this is how I look. How could somebody say I'm lying, that I'm sick? I go to Turkish hospital, which is the biggest in Nigeria, but this is not me. I don't just know. You sacked me from Nollywood, but what's all this betrayal about? It's a mad person that lies that they are sick. They said I was never sick, that I was lying. I was in the village for more than 1 year. I moved here recently because of the hospital where I go for checkups. I'm now done with checkups. There is nothing wrong medically. Now I'm supposed to have an MRI and I'm still waiting to go to have it. I have so many things medically to do. My MRI, my BP is 157. What am I thinking? My own best friend said I'm lying to the public and we're not even living in the same place. You didn't come to check on me even once. It's over 6 years since I have appeared in a movie. What else do you guys want? Do you want me to die or kill myself? I am heartbroken. Can't you all see how I look? I have done MRI 3 times at a Turkish hospital. ATN recalls that the actress was suspended in October 2024 over alleged professional misconduct. Now, this is a story that has been making headlines, I think last year, last 2 years, last years, about with a pastor or something like that.
Yeah,
so, last 2 years.
Last year, I think Johnson Suleiman to be precise.
So now, you know, she coming out to really cry out about help, for financial help, that her health condition is not okay. Mr. Henry, please, what do you make of this particular story?
I feel speak pidgin.
My guy, freestyle. This is 80. Welcome to ATN Gen Z. ATN Gen Z, where you are yourself. Bring it as you are. Bring it as you are. We just want a tea.
Normally, I want the. Well, you know how boys they run things now. All these entertainment people, there's this life that they have. You understand? You know this. Me growing up there, so I used to read one book by Robert Kiyosaki, which is that brother. We are the rich always get richer. We are the poor people are in a rat race. She's seeing other celebrities coming out to do fundraising, coming out to, you see VDM come up and he wants to do a charity project, fundraising. You see what's his name, Bobrisky comes out, Tonto DK, and I think some days ago this guy, I mean Lady Destiny Tiku just bought them herself. She I called it a toy, for Valentine and all those things. Now believe me, all these things, okay, you've been an actress for a couple of years. You have this endorsement deals, right?
Yeah.
They get this endorsement deals. They have, I have a boss. Can I mention her name?
Of course.
Okay, Ivan Okoro. Okay. I used to work with her, and there's this secret she taught me. They are not all broke. They might not be this all big, but then they have this small thing that they run. They shoot for themselves. They produce for themselves. YouTube pays them, TikTok pays them. Then why the hell are they still looking for these fans' money?
Okay, that is actually very well coming from Mr. Henry. Now, the thing is, I understand the part that you were coming from, but before I actually conclude, Mr. Eric. Okay, you know why he's laughing, because I feel like I'm too formal. I'm formal with him. Okay, Harry Wama.
MJ, please leave me. Someone should get MJ off my neck, ladies and gentlemen. So I find this quite disturbing because she was like we saw yesterday's story of Sin dying. I think this is another story of some sort. Do you get? We might look at it from a perspective that okay, she's really not broke like where Henry is coming from. But I feel this is another celebrity that is in that situation, that's near death situation. Like now, this is where life hits. Life can actually just switch on anybody. Like you can go from being this big to nothing.
But according to her statements, she has done MRI or she has done some medical tests, and there is nothing medically wrong with her.
Okay, I think we need to brief you in.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
I think we need to actually update you, sir.
Okay.
Okay. Now, this lady was in some kind of mix-up with
Apostle Johnson Suleiman, actually.
Thank you. That's why we are partners. We sync. Do you know that during the time or during the trial, during the period, she was really depressed? People didn't believe her, and I think in some way, I'm not saying the man is guilty, but according they were dating. Do you get?
Yeah,
they were allegations, so them been accused them, say them been the date. So I think things didn't really go well with them, and it ended. And now, I'll just fast forward. The girl, her life has dropped ever since then.
So
she goes to the hospital. They're not seeing anything, but she's sick. If you look at her pictures online.
Look, we come back to Nigeria now.
Thank you.
So indirectly now, she try being sane and spiritually, then they do her the thing.
Very well, very well.
She go consult oracles them now. She should go to her village. She should look for other pastors. There are spiritual pastors everywhere in Nigeria that are ready to eat her money.
Do you know that our guest today looks like, you know, these people that they are out there, if they are judged like this, your own don't over. Like if they be judged like this.
I don't be judged. I just get better mentors we put me through. When it comes to matters, I get mentors like VDM, we be say once they try listening to violence. When it comes to where money go come off my hand, my unofficial financial advisor, Gege. Then if in case money won't come off my hand too, I still get say that boy, yeah, still the, you know, all these wicked set of people. It's not like I'm wicked. I'm just a tech photographer. I mean, I just go around capturing tech moments, and that's all I do. But then when it comes to entertainment, I feel I've been in the industry too far to understand that these people, they know what they are doing to themselves.
What do you make of this, Mr. Eric?
The fact that you said these people, they know what they are doing to themselves. Some way that is correct, and some other way, I don't know. Should we look at everybody as being the same? Where do we now see people for who they are and what they are going through at a particular moment? Because right now, this doesn't really look like I've gone back and I've gone through the scandals she had when she came out for Apostle Johnson Suleiman and all that they were dating, he did this, he did blah 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 and all that. I noticed that her career suddenly took a drastic turn. Things began to go sideways. Do you get? I don't know if it was all because of that particular story, but that scandal really dealt with her. Do you get? And now she going through this particular stuff. I think she needs help. She really needs help, and I think Nigerians should help her. Netizens should please help her. She really needs help. She really needs to get out of the place where she currently is, because we don't want to hear that, okay, she passes. If she passes now, what will be the story? Do you get? So we don't want to start hearing things like, okay, she has passed, she has suffered. She came out to ask for help, and then we are looking at her less and looking at her as if she just the one join the whole bandwagon, come back for funds or something like that. I don't see.
Really?
If you did you see her pictures?
Yes, I watched the video.
Exactly.
I watched the video.
So
you know when somebody is depressed, yes, she should look for a way to fight herself out of depression, out of that pain that she's facing. You get? Okay. She should apologize to people she has offended. She should just try to make things right. Like she should try to make things that she has made wrong to be right. She should ask for forgiveness from people she has offended, and she should forgive herself also, and then she should forgive other people that has offended her. Like to grow is very simple. Like, come on now, I was 9 years old when my dad and my mom had issues, and I had to stay with my dad. And you know, staying with your dad, it's difficult because my dad is the kind of person that once he wakes up, after I see your money here, if you like go school, if you like no go school, you get, at the end of the week he calls me and he gives me advice. So there's no connection with people. I don't have friends and all those things. So I know what depression feels like. I know what's being alone. Now she said her best friend betrayed her. So technically she's alone. Like she's in that state where she cannot trust anybody.
Yeah.
So she's very, very depressed right now. What she should do is try to forgive herself, try to forgive other people, maybe go to a place that you can be alone, read books, free your mind, listen to cool music, like, you know, Mali kind of music. Those are the kind of things she should do.
Yeah.
So I don't see why she's not even okay. She's asking for help. She's seeking for help, right? There's no amount. There's no figure. Like, you know, when you want to ask somebody, you say, okay, this is the bill. The bill is like 100 million naira.
Okay.
Help me with what you can help me with, and then you see what we can come up with. There is no. She said there is no trace of her being sick,
Yeah.
like
So she
physically
doesn't
sick.
even know what's-
So technically, it's emotionally she's sick, or spiritually she's sick. That's the whole thing there.
And you don't, okay.
And I like the advice he gave. Actually, I think even young people listening to us that the show is for needs to understand that, okay, there is a time in your life where you go through stuff, and the first thing is, first, forgive yourself. Second, ask for forgiveness from people you've hurt, and for people that have hurt you, to learn to forgive them. I think that is actually what I picked from what Henry said there, and that for me is like the final piece to this particular one.
Okay, my people. Yeah, when I was listening to him, I wanted to, you know, now I always disagree on trying to make my own point, but at the same time, I felt like there could be truth in this. Now, even if she's actually going through something, coming now to tell us, I think she has just done her part to rant out because she doesn't have anybody to talk to, and I feel like that's why she didn't actually mention any particular money that she needs, because what is wrong with her is not even what money can fix.
So, yeah,
it's more like something you
advice,
need to resolve within yourself, make peace with your maker and your creator. Now, you know, when I was going through this, like, I was like, they'll be telling young people, stay away from people's husband or be at a place and all of that. Now, who is to be blamed? Because both me and everybody, like young girls that are not married, I'm not like making a general accusation, but it's just easier for a young girl that is unmarried, that's not under a man's house. It's more like, my dad used to say that you are open. So he always be like, come to the house, you know, be like beyond that, let somebody be on your supervision. Because it's not really because you cannot be able to do anything or you don't have money. No matter the kind of money you understand, like, there's just a thing, you're your father's house, you are till a man makes you him. Because sometimes what I'm trying to pick out from this, especially for the Gen Z females, because now this thing is something she has done to herself, because in as much as she wants to, she's depressed and all that, I feel like it's the moment of truth that healing starts from.
Yeah.
It's the moment of truth, and when you realize, self-realization, accepting, meditating, taking it all in to be able to bet out a new beginning. But if you don't take it all in, it can't actually come out. Now, it's a bold step that she took to come out to say, this is what. But I was expecting she would start by saying, this happened to me. Young people, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like telling her story.
Do you understand? Tell her story.
How everything
she
happened.
She could heal from that.
True.
Now, she coming out, she see, what help? Because when you were saying, I wanted to, you know, you are harsh. But at the same time, it is actually the truth. Because this is the help. Because now she brought it forward. See, people like us now, we are here sitting down to analyze her issue and dissect it. Who are we to do that? But she brought it out. Because everybody actually goes through one or two. But it's the way you approach it, the manner you handle it. Now, to young girls out there now, it's sweeting you. You have one man, Odogu, they used to do his sugar daddy, all of that. I am not judging anybody. My sister, enjoy your life. But listen to people like this, people that this kind of things that have happened to. My mom used to say, no, it's even happy that say, Sere Debe, do and reserve. Do reserve. Do you understand? Because at times, it doesn't really happen immediately. True. The enjoyment is the money, the attention, everything you're getting from the so-called man or person. These things has consequences beyond time. Now, if this guy was single and they had a thing, I don't have anything to say, because you people are maybe working towards marriage or anything. But then, since it's alleged, I feel like my only advice to Halima Abubakar and then to young people out there is, please take it easy. You.
Actually.
Do you know there is this thing? There is this decision to get. Just like Eric was saying, he said now everything just went
Like
back to square one.
like,
Sweet.
so-
Just,
so
do you know this
fast.
lady? Oh my goodness,
Like
this
she
lady
was-
had the waist.
I work with
she had the
them
body.
like in Delta State. I work with them at Asaba there now.
Right?
So most of them I know them. I know how they look. The female.
She had the
actress, so-
body. She was like hot. Her skin was everything. But now,
She's like
that's why you look at her. You want to pity her. But yeah, because But then
Like
we have to look at the way forward from here. I feel like this is not the best thing she's doing to herself. She should seek a very spiritual consultant or whatever. You know, like a spiritual help.
Can I still tackle that?
My dear, you this is your show, my dear. We are here. We're just here to listen to you, sir.
It's not about seeking spiritual. I was the one that came up with this. Let her go for spiritual people. You wakataya. It should be you heard the last statement now. That your money then go chop.
true.
Let me come from my mentor get aspect. See in life, some kind of spiritual matter no be where you go the car and go where if you say be spiritual place. So you can pray, right? Have you ever wanted something and then you end up not getting that thing? How do you feel?
Like there is no God listening.
There is no God listening. Then have you ever gone on your knees and pray, and then before the day runs out, something bigger than that comes?
Somebody say
How do you
hallelujah.
feel?
I feel so good. I feel like God is good.
That's what I get.
God in heaven is good.
I wake up in the morning. I sleep without the intentions of waking up the next day, and then I pray to God before going to bed. The greatest gift you could ever give me is opening my eyes and that of my family. So I believe that if she's a Christian, she should pray. If she's a Muslim, she should pray. If she's a Buddhist, she should pray. Because whichever way, each of them have this belief that the God is served will answer their prayer.
Prayers, yeah.
It's like that, like I said, forgive yourself. You can't forgive yourself without prayer. I'm not a pastor, but you can't forgive yourself without prayer. Yes, it's good to seek advice from spiritual men. It's good to open up to them so they can give you guidance on how to do these things. But then on your own personally, you should learn to pray for situations like this. When you're in this kind of situations, you should consult your own oracle. I stopped going to men of God to pray for me when I realized that I'm actually a man of God on my own, because God created all of us in His own image. So my advice to her is to pray. And there was something you said about chop remain because of repercussion for future. If you know this thing is bad and it's going to definitely one way or the other affect you or anyone around you, they say don't throw a stone at the market. It might hit your sibling,
Siblings or your parents,
your
or
parents, or
loved ones.
anything. If you know this thing is going to attack you in the future, it will affect you in the future, why are you doing it?
When they do it, me just do
Leave
small with me.
people husband, the small self no do me. Leave people husbands alone. Leave people wives alone. See the repercussion when
do you
it will
know-
come.
But do you know that people's partner? I know I'm
No,
diverting.
I will
Do
go
you
to
know
those
that people's
men.
partner?
I will
It
go
be
to
like
those
saying that
men.
then they sweet
No,
pass.
Now be the problem.
Hey,
See,
my dear, but there was this thing that used to happen. Let me say now, in a gathering. Do you know that I've observed it? I was with someone, and we observed it. A guy was with a girl, a lady. Every guy was admiring that lady. Now, that the person I was with was saying that this girl, she come like nobody. But it's just like even him, like he's attracted to, like, you know, like, child, this guy is now for why? There is a guy with her. Now she might be on her own, no, but you don't want to look her. But because there is a guy there, the same thing as a guy. You see ladies now. Ladies, but just once now a woman is, you know, in that guy's life, giving her happiness, I want him. I don't know why it's like that. And it's like with opposite sex.
everything is sweet, they bitter. Everything, in fact, see, for the life, you cannot get to success without all these problems. A guy is with a lady, every guy is looking at her like this girl is hot, and when the guy is not there, they don't go close to her because their money no reach to maintain that lady. Not be because of say the guy wrong. They don't even do it to make the guy wrong. If they get money, then go. So that boy go say, I will get money, I fear phone. So ordinarily for the road, you get the kind girl you go see as a guy, you go want ignore her because the way she go even take package, even if na garri she dey drink, you go dey feel say na pizza she dey chop every day. And you know how much pizza be now, all those 15K there for combo. And person go dey tell you say they want to chop am every day. How much be your salary?
He be buying me pizza and ice cream.
All those kind of scenarios. So not be even that one be the problem. The one be the problem is say make people husband too they leave people girlfriend alone. Because
that will be
the
a
boy
topic of
broke.
another day.
They won't call the. It's the same. It's vice versa anyways.
We actually sat on this one for minutes, but I was enjoying it. Really, didn't you enjoy it?
Yeah, actually, I did. And then let's not miss out on the advice. Please. That thing you know that would affect you in the near, please avoid it.
We should actually say, according to Mr. Henry Glows.
Yes, according to Henry Glows.
You know me, I talk say me when I do remain. In talk say me you no do it.
Don't even do at all.
Don't do it.
No do.
Because really, it would affect you in the near. And you
I no
don't
do.
want that.